What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more MLB plays today over on PrizePicks. We cashed yesterday, going 2-0, looking to run it right back. I've got 3 plays for you guys in today's video, since you had the like goal yesterday. If we get yet again to 175 likes, I'll drop a 3rd play in tomorrow's video for you guys. And while you're done leaving a like, you may as well subscribe to the channel with those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. But we're about to get these plays, but if you have not already seen the DubClub, don't miss out on checking it out, because we cashed out yet again yesterday, and also I'm offering 50% off for limited time, limited spots available. The link for it is going to be in my description. It will get you 50% off of your first month or 60% off of the next 3 months. When you click on that link, there should be this banner that pops up at the bottom of your screen, this green banner right here. All you have to do is just click on claim, and you get in for 50% off of my best package, includes everything, for 50% off. When you join the DubClub, the first thing I recommend you do is connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to all the different channels in my Discord. I'll talk about those in a second here, but we cashed out yesterday. We cashed this 5.75x right here in the MLB. We actually had a WNBA sweep yesterday, cashing out this entry here, as well as this entry here as well. So we had a great day yesterday over in the DubClub, and we're looking to run it back. Because the day before that too also, we went up over about 9.5 units on these MLB correlation entries, and that was on half unit plays. So if you had like a unit on it, you were profiting, about 19 units, if not more. You see the entries that we had just the day before there, cashing out again. Like, we are cashing day and day again. You can see all the different love that these guys are giving here in the chat. But again, when you connect your Discord to DubClub, you get access to my correlation slips, which are posted in the 6-man's correlation tab here. You'll just get bankroll builder slips, underdog streaks, lotto slips, as well as my community chat to talk to me and other members. There's a lot of guys posting some really good slips too in the community slips here. And if you add me in the chat, by the way, I'll respond to you in usually a pretty good time. You also have my contributors here posting their plays too, though. You have Asmies with golf plays, Emo with WNBA, Elo with soccer, Third One with tennis, Nerdler with some esports, and Astronaut Doe posting MLB, tennis, and golf. And let me tell you, Astronauts and Asmies golf plays are ridiculous. Super excited for that to start today because we have, Thursday through Sunday slate of golf plays. Asmies killed it yesterday, looking to kill it again today. So again, be sure to use that link in my description to claim that 50% off offer. It is a limited spots available. We are looking to cash out yet again tonight. We were also one leg away, by the way, from 1750 right there. This is actually that I posted yesterday. Bichette didn't need to do anything else. He needed like a walk or a hit by pitch or just another hit or anything. He would have covered, and I would have won $1,700. So this is probably the worst beat I've ever had, to be honest. But it's a little bit painful there. But overall, you can just see that we had just a massive day besides that even. So looking to cash again the DubClub tonight. Come join us. And now that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure that you play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already. And let's get to these plays. The first play like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category because I like Jazz Chisholm over 6 fantasy score today against the Philadelphia Phillies. So Jazz here has been over this in 3 of his last 5 games, as you can see, on the 22nd, the 20th, and the 19th. I'm also going to talk about the second player I like right here, right now, because it's going to be a little bit of correlation here. We're going to go with 2 Yankees on the over because today, I don't know why that didn't put in there. I also like Cody Bellinger over 6.5 fantasy score today against the Phillies as well. If you do not have PrizePicks available, what I like instead is some alternatives. I like these guys over either 1.5 total bases or preferably over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Hits, runs, and RBIs is by far better, but you will be getting worse odds. But I also don't mind the over total bases for both of them at 1.5. But I think both these guys are in a pretty good spot here. I like the Yankees offense a lot today. So basically here, if you take a look at the Yankees though, they are a -162 favorite at home with a 10-run over-under. There's a little bit of a postponed risk here, delay risk. I'm not really completely worried about it because if these guys miss, then she's just going to get a do not play and be a refund. At least if you're on PrizePicks. But you can see here that Bellinger should be batting in the 2 spot and Jazz should be in the 4 spot. So there's some obvious correlation between these guys. They're also both the lefty facing a righty into John Walker. So Chisholm here though has been over his fantasy score in 56% of the games. He's had at least 6 in 56% of the games this year, while Cody Bellinger has had at least 7 fantasy score in 47% of games. As we touched on earlier, the Yankees are favored in this game at home. And wins this year, Jazz has been over in 67% of games. You can see the run that he's been on as of late. He's been over this in 80% of his last 20 games when the Yankees win, which is exactly what we're looking for, because I think the Yankees win this game based on the odds. Bellinger, though, in wins, has also been pretty good, going over in 52% in his last 20, though, has been better, over in 60% of the last 20, and even the last 10, going over in 8 of those last 10 when the Yankees win. At home in wins, he's been even better, 57%. Jazz in wins at home, 77%, only missing this line, 4-5 times there. So I think Jazz is in a pretty good spot, especially, but I also like Cody Bellinger to kind of just try to capitalize on the Yankees offense today and kind of get that stat going there between the two Yankees players. But we'll also look at the matchup here for them as well, because like I said earlier, you get to face a righty into John Walker. Jazz has been better against righties this year, while Cody Bellinger has been pretty much the same against righties there at a 35% hit rate in terms of hit runs and RBIs at least. That line's at 2.5, by the way. If we go down to 1.5, the hit rate's 49%, which is slightly technically worse against righties. I'm really not super concerned about that though. Like the average did not drop off too much, and at the end of the day, he still has a 222 batting average and a 263 on base percentage in 19 plate appearances against John Walker. And Walker's also had a rougher year than he has in the past, so I'm really not super concerned about any of these statistics here for Bellinger, to be honest. Mainly, John Walker though is throwing the cutter, the splitter, and the sinker, while Bellinger is a 358 on base average. The cutter is a 392 on base average, splitter is a 127, but only 24 plate appearances. Then the sinker is a 408. So if we're getting that cutter and the sinker, Bellinger should have a pretty good day. Jazz, though, if you look at the pitch mix here and how he is against it, or actually we'll look at the statistics first because he has a monster batting average and on-base percentage against Walker in the past. No home runs, but he has 7 hits and an RBI and has only struck out about 15% of the time. Now, Jazz has a 364 on-base average, but against a cutter, a 408. Splitter does go down to 133, but the sinker is a 430. So just like Bellinger, cutter and the sinker, he excels against. So I'm excited for both these guys tonight. I think they're going to be in a pretty good spot with the wind blowing out in Yankee Stadium. That's exactly what we're looking for. That is why the over-under is so high. And the Yankees being favored just speaks volumes to me. I like the spot for both these guys. Jazz over his fantasy score, as well as Bellinger over his fantasy score today at 6 and 6.5. Now, before we get to my next play, if you're not yet on DK Pick 6, is a newer app from DK. It's available in most states, 18 years and older, because it is a DFS app. Right now, they have 4 boosts on the board for some home runs. They have Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, Shohei Ohtani, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. boosted to have a home run tonight. So nice little multipliers there over on DK Pick 6. They also have some really cool categories on the board too, though. They have like 5+ strikeouts thrown, hits and RBIs, of course, 1+ hit. They have a lot of really cool categories on this board. They're not necessarily on other apps out there, like 1+ walks allowed. But they, of course, still have all the main categories too, like hits against, like hits allowed, basically, singles and all the other stuff, strikeouts. It's a cool app, and I recommend checking it out for yourself. Use promo code DOMG when you sign up to get some bonuses. Link will be available in my description when you sign up for DK Pick 6. And now let's get to the third play that I like in this video here. We're going to run this guy right back. We played him yesterday, and he came through for us majorly yesterday. That's going to be Jordan Westburg, over 6 fantasy score today against the Colorado Rockies. Again, I like him over hit runs and RBIs or total bases if you do not have PrizePicks available to you. This entry here pays out a 5.75x over on PrizePicks if all are correct. Westburg here, though, he has actually been over his fantasy score in only about 45% of games. Just like we kind of said yesterday, though, he came through last game with 7 fantasy score and a 4-3 win against the Guardians here. And now if you look at the game script here and what is kind of projected for this game, they are at home as a -206 favorite with a 9.5 run over-under. That is awesome, and that is exactly what we want. So Westburg is projected to hit second in the lineup just like he did yesterday. He's facing a lefty in Kyle Freeland. Pretty much the same spot as we had yesterday, right? He's facing a lefty again here, and he's statistically worse against lefties, technically, but he's just overall been a lot better against them, really, like, just not on paper. Because at the end of the day, you are getting that lefty on righty matchup, and it is somewhat of a smaller sample size with like 62 plate appearances against lefties, but historically and usually he is better against lefties. Just that righty-lefty matchup. In the past 2 against Kyle Freeland, he has had a hit in only 3 plate appearances, exactly what we want. And Freeland has struggled this year. He may not be in course today, but still has a 5 ERA and a 319 batting average allowed to opposing right-handed batters. We love to see that. Freeland, though, throws mainly the fastball, the curveball, and the cutter. Westburg has a 330 on-base average, but against a fastball at 257, curveball is a 457, and the cutter is a 380. So, like we said yesterday, fastball is a little bit, he's a little bit worse against, but pretty much all the other pitches he crushes. So, not like most other hitters out there. The curveball, though, at a 457 on-base average, maybe only 7 plate appearances, but that is awesome. That's exactly what we want. So, I think Westburg is in yet another great spot here against a lefty. It's basically the same read as yesterday, but even in an even better matchup, with Baltimore now being favored at home with wind blowing out. In games where they've won at home this year, over in 64%. Love the spot for Westburg tonight. Give me the over for his fantasy score at 6, or over 1.5 hit and RBIs if you are on another app out there. Again, do not miss out on checking out the DubClub. We cashed out yesterday on these MLB picks. and we're looking to do so yet again here. Like, we seriously we should have this massive winner there. Like, oh my gosh. Would have loved to have that one for sure. And like I said, though, the day before we cashed out yet again, went over about 9.5 units of profit on these. And that was on half a unit plays, by the way. If we had a unit, it'd be like 18 units of profit in a single day. So we seriously have been killing it on these picks. Every single member in the DubClub will likely tell you that and how much they've cashed out on my picks recently. So come join us. It's 50% off for a limited time only. Limited spots available. Come join us. Link is available in my description. But thank you for watching us. So for the next video, best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you can watch this video on your screen right here.